Channel 9, KTSM TV, El Paso.
Decisions to be made.
And a roundup in city schools. Those stories and more next on News Center 9.
And now, from the great El Paso Southwest, your complete news and information source, News Center 9. Mark Harmon, sports. Ted Bender with weather. And at the news desk, Dave Garcia and Deborah Beyer.
Good evening. Tomorrow's election will have many candidates running for school boards. One of them is Isleta.
The Isleta School District is the second largest in our area with more than 48,000 students. Tonight, Minerva Bauman talks about the District 1 race. Minerva?
There are two Isleta School Board incumbents facing challengers this time around. In the District 1 race, the board president is facing a newcomer.
Hi there. Hi. I'm Jeff Gates. I'm running for the Isleta School Board.
47-year-old Jeff Gates says he isn't running against anyone. He says he's in the school board race to promote what's important to him. And that means programs for marginally handicapped students who fall through the cracks of the current system.
And these are children who become discouraged along the way, and by the time they're 15, 16 years old, they don't want to go to school anymore. They become dropouts.
Gates also wants to expand the drug awareness program to include younger students like those in elementary school. Incumbent Fernando Pena is completing his first 3-year term as president of the 7-member board. He says the district's programs for the handicapped are some of the best around. Pena cites his accomplishments as saving the district money. For example, Del Valle High School came in $3 million under budget. He also cites improving teaching with accountability and better pay. He says the district's test scores have improved, and he takes pride in the district's alcohol abuse and pregnancy programs. But there's still a lot, he says, he wants to do. Several times in the last couple of weeks, Pena refused to talk to us, saying he was too busy. But today he told us the reason he didn't want to interview with us is because Gates is an account executive here at KTSM.
Thank you, Minerva. The polls will tell tomorrow. Well, tomorrow you will get the chance to decide if police will get their 7.5% pay raise. So it's time for the heavyweights to get in their last punches. The mayor says that we should spread out a pay raise.
My priority, assuming that it doesn't pass, is 25 new officers that we would add this coming year. So that's a grand total of 64 officers, or in 2 years, a 10% increase.
While the police claim the mayor can't be serious, a class for 25 new cadets planned to start on Monday was canceled. Because of the different parts of the county having different questions, the ballots will be different. But the pay hike will be on all city precincts. You can vote from 7 in the morning until 7 tomorrow evening.
Several law enforcement agencies are helping to put a dent in the drug dealing problem at area schools. More than 100 people suspected of selling drugs to students in the El Paso and Isleta school districts were rounded up today. This is the 7th year for the sting operation, although arrest numbers haven't changed much. Police say it's working.
Like new people get introduced into the money-making business of selling drugs, and they care for that, and apparently the program works to the extent that we don't get the same people over and over again.
About half of the drugs found on school grounds are marijuana, the rest heroin and cocaine. Today, Kids of El Paso, a local drug abuse clinic, answered charges that patients are being mistreated. Sylvia Gomez reports rehabilitated patients came to its defense.
2 years ago, the kids program was billed as the answer to problem children, a place where they could get help. But instead, charges of physical abuse arose. So the Texas Commission on Alcohol and Drug Abuse investigated, and they issued this report listing improprieties and complaints from 26 patients claiming they were abused. Today, Kids of El Paso responded to the report. They deny any wrongdoing.
We happen to deal with those that have gotten out of control. Therefore, there has to be a certain amount of control exercised over them.
Kids says their policy is to ensure all patients are treated with dignity and respect. But these policies show otherwise. It shows a patient will be restrained in his chair, sometimes with his mouth covered until he calms down. And if he doesn't calm down, group members will hold down his arms, legs, and head until he agrees to respect the group process. But not everyone is against the kids program. 25 addicts have graduated and gone on to live happier and healthier lives. Eric and Pat are recent graduates of the KIDS program. They say KIDS is getting a raw deal.
This program is based on care. There's nobody nobody ever abused me.
Eric says KIDS turned his life around, and if the Texas Commission on Alcohol and Drug Abuse revokes its license, the loss to the community will be immeasurable. Sylvia Gomez, News Center 9.
Did you know that a lot of our city's biggest entrepreneurs are native El Pasoans? In fact, all of the people we've told you about this week in our series are from the Sun City. Well, in the final part of his series on entrepreneurs with the Midas touch, Tom Thorpe tells us about a man who not only started his own business, but developed the idea behind it.
I didn't have a goal to be a millionaire.
Hector Olguin simply wanted to be the best in his profession, giving of himself to help others. And he did, inventing what's known as CAD, computer-aided design. Olguin, a native El Pasoan, graduated from El Paso High and Texas Western, and like others, left the city to strike it big. But after more than 10 years, Olguin brought his knowledge and experience back to the Sun City.
I always tell people you should keep success one step away, because I think you should constantly challenge yourself every year to do better.
After Olguin returned, he was asked to automate engineering. That's when he wrote the book on CAD, a standard in today's engineering field. Like others, it took long hours and extra days.
I think it is a matter of, setting priorities in your life, and I think that, again, I'm fortunate that my wife is understanding that she brings another dimension to my life.
Olguin is his own businessman. He doesn't wear a watch because he believes no one should be a slave to time. His advice to succeed?
I think it's just the key words, as always, are just total commitment and dedication.
So all this week, what have we learned about El Paso entrepreneurs? Well, we found that most of them went to strike it big, but came back to the Sun City at some time in their life. They all get up early in the morning and go to bed late at night. But most of all, they don't have many hobbies. It's work, work, work all the time. Tom Thorpe, News Center 9.
Coming up next, a medical mystery in Anthony schools.
The winds, well, they'll be back tomorrow, but not near as strong as today.
And bumps and balks for the baseball talk.
And where are the nurses?
Now there's a perfect alternative to expensive, elegant cars. Charade by Daihatsu, the affordable, elegant car. Built by Japan's small vehicle specialist with a wide, sculptured body and perfectly color-coordinated interiors. The critics call it the class of its class. Get behind the wheel of a winner, Charade by Daihatsu, proven around the world.
You'll think the world of Daihatsu.
It's here. Derby Day at Sunland Park. Saturday, come out to watch and wager on the Kentucky Derby. Then after the races, it's the Sweethearts of the Rodeo in concert. Sunday, win a new Cutlass Supreme from Horn Oldsmobile. Also a salute to the El Paso Diablos with 4,000 free Major League caps and visors and the Riley Allison Futurity. Monday, closing day, it's the Sunland Park Handicap.
Sunland Park, where racing is fun again.
Every day, more and more people shop at Smith's because our meat prices have made us the certified low price leader. This creates an interesting side effect, a fresher meat department. Since we have more customers, we need to restock our meat cases more often. No other store can say that because no other store has certified lower meat prices. So if high quality fresh meat at low prices every day is important to you, come to Smith's, the certified low price leader.
The Gadsden School District has a major health problem on its hands. Jackie Steele joins us with the latest plus today's medical news. Jackie?
Dave? An unexplained health problem at Anthony Elementary School forced about 600 students and teachers to evacuate today. Teachers describe a variety of rashes, headaches, nausea, vomiting, and even nosebleeds that they and their students have suffered over the last 6 months. School officials believe it's something in their new 10-year-old building, but they ruled out gas leaks and several other kinds of chemical problems. The school recently got a new roof. They've sent a sample of the roof to be analyzed, And next week, a chemist toxicologist will check the school. In the meantime, students will be shipped to other schools. This one will be closed. Nursing is a dynamic profession, always changing. The problem is many women are electing not to enter the field or are getting out. But today, those that have were honored. That's the subject of tonight's Healthline 9. We've all heard of Florence Nightingale. Well, all of them around the country today receive special recognition for a job well done.
I think it's great. It's always nice to get a few pats on the back.
There was punch, cookies, flowers, and a little time to mingle, but not for long. Duty calls. Patients are awaiting, and that wait could be longer since a nationwide shortage of nurses has struck our city.
Here in El Paso, I feel that the shortage is becoming more acute on a monthly basis.
Smead admits the problem in El Paso will become more significant in the near future, but Landmark Hospital has been fortunate so far.
We don't feel the shortage as much as the responsibilities have changed in nursing, and we have to do a lot more.
They do work very hard. Their hours are not the nicest, and they have to do a lot of hard and stressful work. And setting a day aside just to honor them and recognize all that they do is very important.
That's for sure. When we're in the hospital, it's the nurses who are always there, ready to take care of us. Dave, we also want to warn everyone to check and see if they have this Humco brand syrup of Ipecac in their medicine chest. If you do, and they have lot number 004715, expiring July 1992, or 2804, expiring February 1992,